Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
I visited every country and I ranked the best and worst cities, and we're back with part 2. Check out part 1 of our reaction. We did the first 12 or so minutes, I guess first 11 best. Now we're at 12 number best, Amsterdam.
Is Amsterdam, one of the best cities in Europe. It's a place that I first went in 2012 on my very first trip to Europe. What I love about Dutch people...
I feel like half of these places he's been, his first had that, because he said before, he's like, oh, that's how I started my traveling journey. This is his first place that he went. This is like the third time he's saying that.
Culture is that they're so open-minded. They're really sarcastic in their humor, so if they make fun of you, don't take it personally. But I just find them to be really accepting of everyone, and that's one of my biggest attractions towards Amsterdam.
Time, and he visited all these countries on that first round trip.
Maybe.
Of course, you have amazing nightlife and parties. They love electronic music, having a good time. They love their leisure time. Bombo Park is one of the most beautiful parks in the world. I recommend renting a bike and riding around. And speaking of bikes, everyone in Amsterdam bikes. It's like the craziest setting when you go there and see the bike culture. So rent a bike when you get there to explore. And don't forget the Heineken Museum. If you know me, I'm not a museum guy, but this is actually a cool museum.
That's cool that they have like a Heineken. Kind of how here in Tennessee we have the, what you call the whiskey. What is the brand of it? Jim Dean? Is that the...
That sounds like the hot dog. I think that's the sausage brand. Jimmy Dean is the sausage brand.
It's not the whiskey?
Whiskey. Who makes whiskey?
There is one in Tennessee. We do have a museum for like...
I forgot the name.
Bourbon or whiskey, one of them.
No, whiskey.
It's whiskey?
You're right.
In Kentucky we have it, so it's kind of similar thing. Not Kentucky, I mean, I think it's in Tennessee.
I forgot the name. Can you find the name? It's bothering me now.
Let me type in whiskey.
Whiskey.
In Istanbul, the only city in the world that is split between two continents, Asia and Europe. Just like that, we went to Asia. Same city. I think Turkey overall is fantastic. I always go back. I actually did a huge road trip there during COVID times. I spent...
Jack Daniels.
There you go,
Yes,
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, yeah. We have a Jack Daniels
That's whiskey?
museum.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Oh.
Weeks in Turkey, and I probably spent 3 total months of my life traveling around the country, which is just beautiful. Really feeling
that
it.
has such
So
great visuals.
How long he's been traveling for?
Long time.
If
I don't know.
If he spends so much time in one country, he said 3 months, right? Or 3 weeks.
3 weeks was what I was hearing before.
In Turkey, and I probably spent 3 total months of my life traveling.
Total months. 3 months, and so if he spends 3 months in one country, how is he able to travel 197 countries that he claimed he did? That's crazy.
Around the country, which is just beautiful. Really feel the magic of the city when you're standing in between Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. Turkish food is fantastic. Obviously, you have kebabs.
I guess, you spend like part of it 3 months in Europe and then 3 months in Asia.
I mean, Turkey is a big country, so, but still 3 months. I don't know.
Very good, man.
I don't think he. This
this
does
is
look
good.
good. This does look good. I don't think his job is fun though.
What do you mean? Traveling all the time?
Yeah, I don't think you. I think you're so on a go, because you.
You gotta be really comfortable to be on a new toilet each time.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
You're on a new toilet,
Potatoes, we have Turkish tea and coffee, which are delicious, and there's just a whole lot of cool things to do. Part of it does feel European, and part of it does feel Asian, so it really is stuck in between both continents. It's a pretty affordable place to visit. Things are pretty cheap there. 25. That definitely fits the budget, 25. And the drivers are crazy. Make sure you don't get in a random taxi driver. You might lose your mind. Number 14 is Los Angeles, California.
Really?
Wow.
So he's putting these cities, Chicago, LA, what most would consider that pretty not so good cities.
Well,
that's so interesting.
I don't know.
Because a lot of people are kind of leaving LA. Oh.
Yeah. Good morning from sunny Los Angeles, California. A place where I've been hundreds of times. I've actually lived there for a few months as well. Like around LA, it's nothing I'm telling you. I think LA's great. It definitely gets a lot of hate for being overrated or being too
I wonder
chill.
if he rents or Airbnbs, or like, how do you...
Ali, bro, I'm gonna run over and miss his boat. But the vibes in LA really are fantastic. The weather's always nice year round. There's beaches everywhere. Like, there's beaches along the whole coast, and they're actually nice beaches. You just love it out here. It's so beautiful. Yes, it's pricey, but so is every other big city in America, so I wouldn't let that scare you away from LA. They have a great sports culture.
Your original stage was filled with unexpected surprises. And we love sugarcane burrito bar and dueling people.
LeBron James,
And it's also a good jumping off point if you want to do a road trip in Southern California because you have San Diego nearby, Palm Springs, and even Vegas and Phoenix are not that far away.
like
You see it
Palm
in all the
Springs.
movies, Beverly Hills, Hollywood, it's all there in LA, and it really is a special place.
He
Number
showed how
15.
clean it was. And we didn't see the traffic either.
Interesting.
That's one of the biggest complaints I hear is like how there's a high traffic, congestion.
Yeah. Like, there's differences. Like, okay, so best and worst cities.
Yeah.
For what? Best cities
I
to
don't
see.
know.
LA is an interesting place to see for sure because there's a lot to see. Like as you showed, Hollywood, Beverly Hills. You know, cool to see, yes, but to live. I don't know if LA is the place
It's to
where you want
visit.
to live.
This is based on to visit.
Yeah, because I don't know
think.
if it has to be to visit.
Yeah, the title says I visit every country. The
Yeah,
best
but it
and
says
worst.
best and worst cities. Period. It doesn't
Right.
to visit.
I would think this.
I think this is more to visit. I don't know if LA is like for living. The traffic
I don't
is
know.
ridiculous. I see people being stuck in traffic for 5 hours a day.
But it does look beautiful.
Oh,
The
yeah.
beaches. But my concern would be the pollution because they said the air
yes,
quality is not the
air
best.
quality there is not good. Yeah.
Dubai. I love Dubai so much, and I'm actually considering moving there with my wife in the next few months. A lot of people hate Dubai because it has no culture. Yes, 90% of all local residents are expats, they're not actually Emiratis from the country. But Dubai is really a melting pot, and you can get any kind of food there. It's a really
That's
cool network of
beautiful.
young, savvy business professionals who are really smart. Everybody
When
speaks
did you
English, and the best part about
post
Dubai is
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
When we did the first reaction, he just dropped it the same day.
Because I remember they went through a horrible rainstorm.
Oh yeah.
They
that was
received
bad.
the most amount of rain ever.
Yeah, that
That's
was bad.
that's a big turnoff.
is it can connect you to the rest of the world. You're just within a 4-hour flight from like 50 different countries between Europe, Africa, Asia, and it's just a really, really cool place. It does
I
resemble.
don't know. Dubai doesn't interest me.
Why?
It's expensive.
But if money wasn't an object,
Still
it
wouldn't
still wouldn't.
interest
But
me.
then what would be the reason if not money? Show me the money.
I don't know. It's in the desert.
In the
I don't know,
desert?
I don't want to
It's
live in
hot.
the desert. Like what? No.
Oh, the future.
I don't know.
Number 16, Singapore.
Now
To me, they say it's safe.
it's money was no object. I would consider Singapore though. Expensive as fuck, but it's a nice country.
Why do you like
Perhaps the
it?
biggest rival of Hong Kong because of its proximity
It's
to
in
each
Asia,
other,
I like
and also
it.
they're both huge Asian hubs. Singapore really has grown on me over time. My first visit, I was turned off by the heat. It's almost on the equator, and it is like the hottest place I've ever been. I also thought things were
Hot,
quite
is it?
expensive, and I didn't get the big draw of Singapore compared to other neighboring cities like Kuala Lumpur or Bangkok. However, I will say that Singapore has some of the best restaurants in the world, and there's a lot more to the Singapore story than just the tourist rate. You really have to get in the back alleys of Singapore to find the best hole-in-the-wall restaurants and to find these really cool dive bars that you would not know exist elsewhere. Singapore is so clean that it's actually illegal to chew gum, and it's super safe.
Haha.
What? That's the downside of Singapore is their laws are pretty strict, and I think they're also. If I'm
Is
not,
he serious or is he joking?
no, I think he's serious.
Oh wow.
It's also, if I'm not mistaken, it's guilty until proven innocent.
Oh.
Because Japan is that for sure. Because I remember Singapore, yeah, you don't want to. Basically, the idea is you don't want to get in trouble with the law in Singapore. Like that shit is.
That means everyone is good.
Yes, but
You feel safe. I would love to feel safe.
it's definitely
That's
safe.
safe.
Singapore is safe.
Hey, if you're caught doing any kinds of drugs, they will give you the death penalty. It's that strict.
Yes, that's what I heard too. Like Singapore is strict as fuck.
Some of my favorite places are Chinatown, to go to hawker centers, which are big open-air food markets that you have to visit. Gardens by the Bay is cool, and if you can get to the pool on top of the Marina Bay
That's
Sands.
pretty.
Wow.
That's pretty.
No idea what this is, but looks cool as fuck though. Wow.
You're in for a real treat. Number 17, Taipei, Taiwan.
Yes, he loves Asia. It's like half of this list is Asian countries. He loves Asia.
This is really a gem of a city, and the first thing I think about in Taipei are the night markets. Really good. As soon as the sun goes down every night, there are dozens of night markets, which are places to get street food, hang out with your friends, have a drink. It's a really, really, really cool atmosphere that I wish was replicated in other places around the world. If you just dip into the side streets here, you find temples and lanterns, and it's like super traditional. Taipei is also the home of Din Tai Fung. If you've never heard of that restaurant, it's now a chain around the world. They invented these soup dumplings. They're called xiaolong bao. They're little pork soup
Oh,
dumplings.
I've
They're
seen
so good at
these. It's pretty cool. You take a bite and then you just drink the soup inside of it and then you eat it.
it tastes like candy.
When you put your heart and soul into creating something, you want it to make an impact, to endure.
It's really a shame that Taipei gets overlooked compared to other big cities in Asia, but I promise you that it's really a gem of a place, and it's a lot cheaper than other big cities. And lastly, don't forget to try beef noodle soup. It's the best in Taipei. The flavor is amazing. Number 18 is Rome, Italy. As I say, all roads lead to Rome, and it's so true because everything is there.
Oh my God. Wow, this church is beautiful.
It's such a big city, but it's really a walking city because the whole thing is like a museum. You're walking by all these ancient ruins, the Colosseum, the Parthenon, the Vatican, the list goes on. There's so many historical relics in Rome, more than anywhere else. And they said so much of it hasn't even been discovered because you still have to excavate way below the ground because the city is kind of built over time in different levels. A lot of people think Rome is famous for pizza. It's really not. It's all about the pasta in Rome.
Yeah, I think when we did the food reaction, the guy did the 48 hours or 24 hours in Rome. I think he was kind of disappointed with the pizza, if I'm not mistaken. I think the traditional Roman pizza that he got, he wasn't too
impressed.
Yeah, I think that was what was disappointing for him was the pizza there, if I'm not mistaken.
Cafe is a classic good Roman pasta, but there's so many other kinds to choose from. Thick noodles is better than thin noodles in my opinion.
Man, that's good.
The wine is delicious, and yeah, Rome might not be the friendliest in Europe, but it's definitely a vibe, and I highly recommend the visit. Number 19 is Cape Town, South Africa.
Now I can see why everybody loves this place. Holy crap, look at this view. It is stunning.
So
pretty.
he put South Africa on the map, so the only continent, well, two, I guess. He didn't have Australia, right?
No.
And he doesn't have South America.
He doesn't have any place in the Caribbean either.
Yeah, but Caribbean is not a continent. I'm kind of.
I know, but I'm just including myself in the equation.
Yeah, but Caribbean is a small place, though.
Oh.
Like it's only like so few
There's
cities there.
many.
Nah, it's few.
I just had the pleasure of visiting Cape Town for the first time a few months ago, and man, everything I've heard about the city is
How
true.
pretty.
It really is the most magical place on the continent of Africa.
Very Caribbean vibe, though.
Yeah.
And I don't say that lightly because I love Africa. First off, the nature is
You love Africa. Not a single country on the list aside from this is Africa.
beautiful. You're covered in
He
all
loves
these
Asia.
mountains.
He loves
beaches,
Asia. That's what he loves. He loves Asia.
where you can just take a car and go a little bit south of Cape Town to the actual southernmost point of the African continent, and you can find penguins there. Literally, there's penguins in Cape Town. I didn't even know that before I went. So amazing to see this in South Africa. There are wineries everywhere in the region. There's golf courses everywhere, like some of the best golf courses I've ever played. And the vibes are just amazing. I love the people in Cape Town. They're awesome. Their accents are fun to listen to.
Ready for gravity? Here we go.
There's really cool street markets there, and it's kind of got this grungy vibe with like bars and hipster people. I just think it's a really cool mix of cultures, and it's a place that I definitely will be back in the near future. All right, and to round this list of my top 20 favorite cities in the world, we're going to have to go with New York City.
New York City.
The Big Apple, the reason that many people come to the United States of America
Yeah, I
is
say
to see.
Florida, Miami.
I don't know. Like I feel like the cities out here in the States, he just put like the biggest cities. I
It would have
guess
been cool if it was like more obscure. Yeah, I get that.
I feel like maybe he just likes that busyness. Because to me,
Yeah.
there's nothing attractive about New York City whatsoever.
Well, let's see from his perspective.
Yeah, no, of course it's his perspective, but it's just like all the cities is like so chaotic and busy. At least here in this, like the LA, like, so much going on. Chicago, kind of busy, maybe less busy, but New York is such a busy city. Like, but then again, maybe he's talking about size. There is shit to see in New York, like to visit, to see New
I
York. Yeah, but
guess.
to live in New York.
The Statue of Liberty, to go to a Yankees game.
Number 300 for Aaron Judge.
To eat Joe's Pizza, to walk around Times Square, and to feel the history of
Joe's
one of
Pizza.
America's oldest and most insane cities. What I really love about New York is that the neighborhoods are all really different, even within Manhattan itself. You can go to the Lower East Side, you can go to the Upper East Side, you can go to Soho, you can go to Chinatown or Little Italy, and all these places are walkable, literally. You're just going like 10 blocks, 20 blocks. It's one of the most diverse cities in the world.
I'm from Pakistan. From Egypt.
Oh, North Korea.
You can get any kind of cuisine. And I know some of you New Yorkers might not agree with my next statement, but Queens is my favorite borough in New York.
Obrigado. Woo!
You can find any kind of food. It's super underrated. It's not touristy. The Koreatown of Queens is way bigger than the one in Manhattan. And it's just a cool vibe in Queens. Colombia, Peru, Paraguay, Qatar, Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador, Brazil, Japan, Argentina, Uruguay, Venezuela. Boom! All right, and now for my 20 least favorite cities. But first, I'm going to head to the other side of town.
Miami made me on the worst. Yes. How can I help you?
No,
We're gonna stop here.
Well, yeah. So to make sense to stop a video and then we start a new video with the worst favorite. Least favorite.
I want to
No, that makes sense. I think that makes sense.
Oh,
But
wow.
interesting. Yeah, and his perspective, of course. So it's just interesting. He didn't include any Latin America, so he clearly don't like the culture there. I would assume there's going to be a lot of war
I
cities.
don't know. Do you think
Not
it's
Latin.
about
I'm sorry,
culture?
not Latin. South,
went
because
to
he didn't
Mexico
Mexico.
City.
That's Latin America. Yeah, I meant South America. He didn't include any there, so I think that's
I
going to
just
be on
think
the list.
overall his personality he likes like busy.
I think so too. I think maybe the war cities is gonna be like a slow, where everything is
Yeah.
like kind of like laid back, chill. Cause
Like he has to sit still.
because I think a lot of places he include is very much action, like so much to do, like going out, nightlife, all that stuff, like the Dubai's, and all that stuff. Like it seems like he just likes to very extroverted person. So I think, of course, it's his list. So we can't like judge it. It's just
Yeah, we can.
I mean, we can judge it, but we can't like say, oh, it's wrong. It's his opinion. He's entitled to it. It's
Let's
just,
see. Wait till he says the worst, and you tell me if he's right or wrong.
oh yeah, it's gonna be
It's
the
wrong.
worst, and it's gonna be Port-au-Prince.
Really?
No, I don't know. I don't know if he said he's been, so he's been, but we'll see what it is. But yeah.
Okay, guys. Of course, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and it's always share as much kindness as possible.